have the hourly price chart for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. As we can see here, we are starting to gap higher a bit on the week to start the trading week on Monday. We can see, it's not a huge price gap here, but we can definitely see a positive open here relative to some of the declines that were being seen during the prior week and during the prior several weeks actually. And it does look like this move could be a bit significant here because we're starting to finally grind back through this exponential moving average cluster on the hourly chart. So we sort of closed last week. We can sort of drill in here a bit more. Try to make this trend line here a bit more obvious. Here we can see that we really did sort of close with a sideways consolidation period, and we closed right under this important resistance level, which came in at roughly $27.30. This was starting to look like we could see a sort of a rollover here because we've got this doji candlestick formation here as the last trading signal that was shown last week. And we did have several opportunities here to break through this resistance zone at 27.30, and the market just was not able to do that. However, we really didn't see much downside price movement here. And overall, share prices were able to find some support here at this 200-hour exponential moving average. So this was able to be supportive enough for prices to allow markets to sort of pressure this 27.30 resistance zone enough that it finally broke through. So far, to start the week, we are seeing some upside price movement in general. I think we're seeing sort of a relief rally at the moment, following all of the major declines that have been seen over the last 2 weeks or so. And we do need to keep in mind the fact that there will be some very important earnings releases that come out this week. So several Mag 7 stocks, Amazon, Meta, we will see several important earnings releases this week, which will sort of give us a sense of how Mag 7 is likely to start performing, and then how the overall tech space is likely to start performing, into the closing parts of this month and into the month of August. So currently, this is a fairly significant move higher. I mean, not only did we break through this 27.30 resistance level, which was giving the stock some trouble previously, we're also breaking through this exponential moving average cluster as well. So as we can see here, this final line here, this final EMA is coming in at this orange line, which is the 50-hour exponential moving average, and this is seen at roughly 27.70. So at the moment we're kind of pushing through here. This does sort of suggest that, markets are trading with a bit more of an optimistic tone to start the week. And this does possibly suggest that, the market might be expecting strong earnings from the tech space in the days ahead. So as things currently stand, we're still seeing a little bit of weakness in the trading volumes themselves. We really can't see, too much, heavy activity here. But at the very least, we're starting to see more green than red, in these more recent trading periods here. And this really has been the case ever since the stock formed its lows, its recent lows, just above 25.40. So, to the downside, this really is the level to watch. If we do start to see some negative earnings reports from these Mag 7 companies, I would expect this area to come under pressure. We could probably even see a break here because we're not trading very far away from that area at the moment. But to the top side, we are starting to look at some potential, potential for a fairly significant reversal, at least in this stock, because this is one of the names that did hold up fairly well, at least initially, in the face of all of this, of the recent, in the face of the recent selling pressure that was being seen. Throughout the technology space and throughout the broader markets, the stock benchmarks were also trading under a significant amount of pressure. So, we are breaking through this exponential moving average cluster at the moment. Currently, the next upside target does come back toward this 29.20 level, which really marks the right shoulder of the prior head and shoulders pattern that we were watching previously. This pattern has completed itself. I'm just sort of leaving it here just to sort of understand where we were previously with this stock. We did see a confirmed head and shoulders pattern here. And the reason that we know that this stock has run its course is because we reached the target almost exactly. When you're dealing with a head and shoulders pattern, a break of the neckline to the downside, so that would be the support zone to the downside. A break of the neckline targets a move to the downside that would be equal to the distance between the head of the pattern and the neckline of the pattern. So that would be this horizontal. Sorry, that's vertical. That would be this vertical white line here. So as we can see, if we just sort of move this down here, we can see that this price zone did reach its ultimate target here with the test of these prior lows just above 25.40. So this price pattern really did come very close to exactly projecting this downside target. And now that this pattern has run its course, we can start to look in the other direction, not really worry about this head and shoulders pattern too much, except for the fact that we do have to still look at these levels as potential resistance zones. So the right shoulder still stands as a level of resistance. This area now comes in at 29.20. So as long as we can, manage to hold above this exponential moving average cluster, this is the level that becomes the immediate target. From there, we would be expected to face some continued resistance into this 30 mark, just because we've had some prior difficulties reaching this area, and this is where a prior head and shoulders pattern did start to form. So I wouldn't expect us to just blow through this $30 mark. We could see sort of a test and then a bit of a pullback first. But a lot of this is going to depend upon the eventual results that are seen later this week within the tech space, because this should really set the tone for how broader markets are going to trade, and whether or not the level of sentiment is optimistic or pessimistic for the technology space here into the closing periods of the month. So these are the current price levels that I'm watching, and these are the key event risks ahead. Here is the current market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Massive market-beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.